Hey, what's up, everybody? Steven Andrus here for TheLines.com in New Orleans, getting you ready for the Final Four. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let us know in the comments who you are betting on in the Final Four between North Carolina and Duke and Kansas and Villanova. And be sure to check out all of our social media channels. We're having all kinds of fun stuff for you from down here in the Bayou at TheLines US on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But in this video, we're going to look at 4 Final Four stats that you should consider before betting on these Final Four games. So let's go to the homepage, and you'll see Eli Hershkovich's article here with Hubert Davis as the cover image. And if we scroll down, we'll look at 4 stats, one for each of the Final Four teams. As we record this on Saturday, early afternoon East Coast time, Duke is a 4-point favorite at most of the books, dropped all the way down to 3.5, but juiced at PointsBet 4.5 with a little less juice at BetMGM. For Duke, Eli is highlighting transition offense for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils own the 29th most efficient transition unit in Division I, and they've dictated the tempo in each of their NCAA tournament games, so look out for that in the matchup against North Carolina. The Tar Heels' fast break defense manufactured 1.26 points per possession allowed in the last meeting against Duke, so that's something they're going to have to shore up. And A.J. Griffin was a big reason why he hit at 40% from the three-point line in the NCAA tournament. Moving on to their opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels, off-ball action is what Eli has highlighted for the 8 seed and the regional champions in this national semifinal. So a lot of people are focusing on Armando Bacot to win most outstanding player. He had a ton of rebounds against St. Peter's. A little bit different this time, though, against a much more talented Mark Williams for Duke. And for now, let's look at UNC's off-ball offense. Operates at the 20th most efficient rate in the country via shot quality. So when Hubert Davis' system doesn't revolve around those off-ball sets, they were hyper-effective and helped to a 39.1% clip on those three-pointers. So 2 things to think about here in this matchup against Duke and Carolina, and that 39% clip on those threes was the last matchup against Duke on March 5th at Cameron Indoor when they spoiled Coach K's retirement party. The other matchup here, Villanova and Kansas, will be the first game on Saturday, and we're looking at 4-point spread here at DraftKings and Caesars, 4.5 at FanDuel, 4.5 at BetMGM. So both these games kind of pivoting around that same spread, which is interesting. Should be pretty tightly contested matchups if the spread has anything to do with it. Kansas, the stat to look out for. How are they going to expose Villanova with the loss of Justin Moore, who tore his Achilles in the Elite Eight? Villanova already had a small rotation of about 6 guys, so now it's down to 5, and whoever they sub in are players that haven't really played a lot this season. Eli talked to Matt Lindemann over at WinBet for this post, and Moore was described by Lindemann as maybe worth a point against the spread. He said that he thought maybe that we could see this spread hit 5, but it looks like the actions kind of come back the other way as we get closer to tip-off here. We're starting to see some 4s pop after it sat at around 4.5 for most of the week. So Colin Gillespie in this game graded by Synergy as Villanova's worst defender in both isolation and ball screen sets, so that could be another area where Kansas exploits this Villanova team. And for Villanova to overcome that loss of Justin Moore, Eli notes possession length as a key for this offense. Shorten the game, shorten the possessions, and maybe you could have enough variance in a 1-game sample to try and overcome that loss of one of your key players with that Achilles tear. Jay Wright's squad operating at the 14th slowest adjusted tempo across college basketball per KenPom. So if they can make this a 120 total possession game, kind of like what they did in the Elite Eight against Houston, perhaps they can stay in this one. The last thing I think they want to do with a shorthanded rotation and a very talented Kansas team is get into a rat race and going up and down the court. So if Jay Wright can orchestrate that type of tempo again in this one, perhaps Villanova can sneak out of here with a small upset win. Hopefully these stats were helpful for you in getting ready for the Final Four. Be sure to check out TheLines.com for all your needs for March Madness and these two national semifinal games. You go to the homepage, and you'll also find Eli Hershkovich's Final Four bets for this one, full breakdowns of both games and what bets he has in his account. And lastly, go to the lines, check out this gold banner here from BetMGM. If you haven't opened a BetMGM account yet and you're in a state where they are operating, click on that link. You can find it in the description as well. Bet $10 on the money line of any one of these Final Four teams, and they're basically going to give you $200 for free. $200 in free bets if either team makes a three-pointer. So that's a greater than 99% chance that one of the teams in your game is going to make a three, and you're going to get $200 in free bets from BetMGM just for that $10 money line bet on any of these four teams: Villanova, Kansas, Duke, or North Carolina. Enjoy the basketball. We'll have plenty more for you from down here in New Orleans, and we'll see you later tonight on our channels at The Lines US. We'll be at a watch party hosted by Caesar Sportsbook down here in New Orleans. It's going to be a great time, and then Eli will be here as well for the national championship on Monday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.